Hello, I'm James Eschenbrenner, and this is my week 4 project readmission, resubmission rather. So for this project, I did the normal Java headers up here, created a class week 4 project, and then moved into the questions. Here, I created an array with an int type that declares the list of requested numbers and then programmatically subtracted the value of the first element in the array from the value in the last element of the array by taking subtract last and equals ages, which within that is the ages dot length minus one minus ages zero. So this initiated an integer array list that grabs the last element of the array with dot length and subtracting it from the array location, which is ages zero. Then I created a new array of int called ages2 with 9 elements, and then made sure that there were 9 elements of the type int in the new array. Repeated the subtraction from step 1a, which programmatically subtract the value of the first element in the new array ages2 from the last element of ages2. And then each location of the ages2 array are declared by number with an integer added to each one. And then use a loop to iterate through the array and calculate the average age, and then print that. And then created an enhanced for loop that says within the ages collection, in each iteration of the loop, a new variable integer age over the elements of ages. I created an array of string called names that contains the following values. So here are all the values within that array. So string array, and here are the names. And then use a loop to iterate through the array. So you can see through here, go through all of that. Then I use a loop to iterate through the array again and concatenate all the names together, separated by spaces, and print the results of the console. So here we see the print out part of the script. And then here's how we show the how to access the last element of the array. So you take names.length minus one. And then print that out right here. So the last element of the array is accessed by the -1. How do you access the first element of an array? We take names and the location in the array 0. Then create a new array of int called name lengths. And we write that loop here to iterate over the previously created names array, and added the length of each name to the name lengths array. And here we print the name lengths array. And we wrote a loop here to iterate over the name lengths array and calculate the sum of all elements in the array, and then printed the results there. And then write the method, takes a string, word, and an int as arguments, and returns the word concatenated to itself n number of times. So you can see we run through that here. Write a method that takes 2 strings, first and last name, and returns a full name. And we do that here. Write a method that takes an array of int and returns true if the sum of all the ints in the array is greater than 100 here. Write a method that takes an array of double and returns the average of all the elements in the array. And then write a method that takes 2 arrays of double and returns true if the average of the elements in the first array is greater than the average of the elements in the second array. Write a method called will buy drink that takes a boolean is hot outside and a double money in pocket and returns true if it's hot outside and if money in pocket is greater than 10.5. And then finally created a method of my own. So this declares a circle area that passes in the double radius. The method was created as just a simple area calculation of a circle. So if we go over here and we test to see that this runs, we find that it does down here. Thank you.